Alright, so I know how I've been talking about doing an advanced project. It's very messy, but I've got a, let's say, prototype, so to say. Right now it's taking 3 full desktops, which is way too many. I'm hoping to bring it down to 2 at least, possibly 1. But right now, I'll show you the work in progress. Then I'll fire up all these. I have a X11 server, a nginx web server, and then I also have a desktop for Pycharm. So let's get all these going, and we will spin them up. Okay, the first container I'm going to go into is the X11 server. Now I'm going to run capital X VNC. We're going to go to 0, then we're going to do RFB Unix path, and that will be in temp.x11vnc. We will do capital S security, capital types equals none, and we want to keep it running in the background. Alright. So I'm going to do a little bit of these out of order. I'm going to be jumping back and forth between these. Now that I got that going, I'm going to hop over to the web server. I've got it pre-configured. I already set up the configuration through Vim in the container. So I'm just going to fire the web server up. nginx. We're done here. So now we're going to hop back over to our X11. Get connected back into it. Now, this one is a bit of a long command, and I don't really have it memorized, so I had it copied beforehand. So we're going to paste this in here. Basically, this is forwarding the graphical interface from the VNC server to our web server that holds no VNC. So we'll get it going. We're forwarding. We're going to export capital display equals colon, and we're wanting display 0. And then we'll run OpenBox for decorating our windows. And again, we want to run that in the background. Okay. So now we're going to go to our Pycharm container. I want to connect to it. And we'll do a little bit of ls so I can see where everything was. There's cd opt, cd Pycharm, and then cd bin. And now we can run pycharm.sh. Alright. Oh, I didn't export my display. Sorry. Export capital display equals, and then we want 0, 0 again. Now let's do /pycharm.sh. There we go. Okay. So now if we go to localhost 8084 /no capital VNC /vnc.html, we should get our no VNC. Okay. Now we're going to need to set it up. Set up our WebSocket. So this will be 6081. That will be /WebSockify. I need my host. Container. And it will be 172.17.6. You know what? Let's just copy it. And drop it in here. Now I should be able to connect. Yeah, see? And we have Windows. You can see the little VMC window. VNC, not VMC. But you can see I already been tinkering with it, obviously. I got PySide 6 and made a little window with a button. We can run the project. You can see we even have our little button in a window. If you hit click, even in our dialog, our terminal, we get button clicked. See, click, click, click. Now, the thing is with this, I don't have it in, like I said, 2 or 1 containers, and I have to run all these commands manually. I have not figured out how to have them run sequentially to do it automatically. That way, when you fire up 1 container or 2 containers, that they automatically do things in order and they start. That's going to be my next step, but as you know, I've really been struggling to set this up, and 3 containers with 3 full desktops is not ideal at all. And I also had to manually install some libraries, like for wget to download the tarball for Pycharm off of Pycharm's site from JetBrains, and I had to manually extract, untar, and all that stuff, and manually run, start the Tiger VNC, set it as a background process, start the port forwarding process, start the nginx web server, set the display exports, and change directories and get into the Pycharm bin, and then start Pycharm after setting your export display to 0. So when I kind of figure this out more, I'll make a new one that shows it better and actually more space consistent or space conscientious and easier. But for now, show you, yeah, I am working on this. It's been a struggle because, again, I'm also learning with you guys. So there you go. You can install libraries for Python, obviously, because I'm using PySide to do windows and buttons. And you can also just close PySide, just like normal. But to bring it back up, if you do it that way, you have to go back to your Pycharm, connect, go to CD back into opt, CD into Pycharm, into bin, and then run again Pycharm. What did I forget? Oh, I didn't export my display. Yeah, see, you gotta do that every time. Export display equals 00, and then /pycharm.sh, and then we'll fire up. You can see if Pycharm is actually starting like it would if you're using a full-blown graphical interface desktop. Now this is taking a while. As you know, this is just my virtual NAS environment for learning and teaching. But yeah, I want to keep learning on this, figure out how to bring it down to at least 2 containers and how to automate things starting. But that's it for now. Hope this was interesting, and see you next time.